So hello everyone, welcome to this new video of AutoCad. So in this video I will explain about this modify panel. This video is getting a bit late because I was busy in my some college work, so sorry for that. So in our previous some videos I have discussed about this draw panel. So if you have not watched our video, then go to the I button and there you can find that links, or I will provide the link in the description box. So now let's start exploring this modification panel. So the first option of our modify panel is move. Using move command you can move any selected object from one to another place. Now first I will draw some lines. Now to activate the move command I can select move from here, or I can type MOVE in the command line and press enter. Now in the command line you can see my move command is activated. Now I will select those objects which I want to move. Now I will select this and this line by left clicking and then press enter. Now it will ask to specify the base point. The base point is that particular point. Using that point you can move your object. Now if I want to make this point as that base point, then I will select this point, or if I want to make this point as our base point, then I will select this point. You can select any point as your base point. It may be on the object or maybe on the worksheet. Now I will select this option as our base point by left clicking, and then you can see using that point I can move my object anywhere I want. Now to place that on other places, I will just specify that point where I want to place my objects. Now I will specify that point by left clicking, and you can see my objects are moved from its initial position to this position. So the next command of our modify panel is rotate. Using rotate command you can rotate any of your object. So now first I will activate rotate command. To activate that I will select rotate from here, or I can type ROTATE in the command line and then press enter. Now in the command line you can see our rotate command is activated. Now if I want to rotate this line, then I will select this line and then press enter. So now it will ask to specify the base point. So now if I specify this point as the base point, then I can rotate my object about this point, or if I specify this point as my base point, then I can rotate my object about this point. Now I will specify this point as base point, so I will just click in this point. So now you can see I can rotate my object about that point. So now you can see one dotted line is appearing, which is parallel to the horizontal line when our selected line is its initial position. So now if I want to make our dotted line parallel to this line, then just press R and press enter. Now it will ask to specify the reference line. Then I will select two endpoints of that line. Now you can see when our selected line is in its initial position, then our dotted line will be parallel to this line. Now I can rotate my object. Now I will specify the angle from the keyboard, or you can select manually any point. Now I will type 45 and then press enter. Now you can see our line is rotated 45 degree about its initial position. Now the next command in the modify panel is trim. Using trim command you can cut or delete any portion of your any object. Now I will draw some lines, and now I will draw another line cutting that previous lines. So now if I want to delete the portion which are right to this oblique line, then I will first activate trim command. To activate that I will select trim from here, or you can type TRIM in the command line and then press enter. So first it will ask to specify the cutting edge. So I want to remove this portion of the horizontal lines, and this oblique lines is our cutting line. So first I will select that cutting line and then press enter. After that I will select each of the line which I want to trim and then press enter when my trimming is completed. Now I will press enter. So now you can see which parts are right to that oblique line is now deleted. So now if you go to this down arrow beside trim option, you can find one more command is extend. So this extend command is used to extend any of your object up to a certain limit. Now first I will draw some lines for the example. I will draw one line and then two line. So now if I want to extend my this horizontal line up to this vertical line, then I will first activate this extend command. You can select it from here, or you can type EX in the command line. EX is the shortcut for extend command, and then press enter. Now first I will select the boundary edge. I will select this line as my boundary edge because I want to extend my horizontal line up to this vertical line. So first I will select this line and then press enter. Now I will select this line. Now you can see my horizontal line is extended up to this vertical line. Now to close that command, I will press escape. So the fourth command of our modify panel is erase. Using erase command, you can delete any of your objects in your worksheet. So now first I will draw some lines as my objects. So now if I want to delete this and this line from my worksheet, then I will first activate this erase command. To activate that, you can select erase from here, or you can type ERASE in the command line and then press enter. In the command line you can see our erase command is activated. So now I will select those objects which I want to delete. Now I will select this and this object. So now after selecting, you can see my selected objects are become fade. So now when I finished my selection, then I will press enter to delete that object finally. Now I will press enter and you can see here that two objects are deleted now. So thank you everyone for watching this video. Please subscribe our channel for this type of videos and tutorials, and if you have not watched our previous videos, then you can find that links in the I button, or you can find the links in the description. With